Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Racha HaKodash. Double honors to our elders and apostles of the great millstone who rule well. Salutations to the hopeful elect out there pushing this word in truth, sincerity, and indeed. I'm your brother Kapatazar from the great millstone Chicago branch, coming at you with another, well, this may not be a quick, but hopefully edifying lesson. And I got the alley-oop, the spiritual alley-oop for this lesson from this brother Arrows of Indignation. All right. He uploads a lot of content, and he's on point, man. Constantly, always uploading content, man. And for brothers that's struggling to find material for a sit-down, in which we shouldn't be struggling because it's so much going on. We so much closer to the end. All right. We are in the final stages, rather. Well, I'm not gonna say final stages. We're in the beginning of the final stages of this beast system being produced and created in the earth, man. So there's so much going on, you know. So we shouldn't be able to. We shouldn't have lesson block. I'll say that. All right. There's so much information, so much going on. There's no way you should be struggling to do a lesson. But nonetheless, that's not the point of this lesson. But yeah, I was listening to this lady, and she's just sighing and crying because Americans are realizing that the American dream is literally just that. It was a damn dream. And as they wake up, they realize they wake up into a nightmare, you know? And this is what happens to those that trust in this system, to those that put their faith in uncertain riches, okay? To those that believe in the American way. They finally wake up and they say, holy shit, I have nothing. I'm not going to have anything. And this is the plans of the elites the whole time. The slogan is you will own nothing and be happy. Those are conditions for a state of servitude, nonstop servitude, until you can't be of service anymore. You see? But I'm going to let her get down, man, because it just brought a smile on my face, man. We almost out of here, Akim. Let's dig in.
59 years old, and I'm sure there'll be people, because, you know, red hat people are going to say, oh, you ugly old woman, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I've lived 59 years. I worked my ass off as a district manager in restaurants, been a realtor, own a small business, and I can't see myself making it 2 more years without not having my house anymore and any money to survive.
One thing we're going to notice, she doesn't have a husband. All right. Yeah, for you ladies out there, you know, that strong, independent woman, bullshit that they sold you. Now those chickens are coming home to roost. You see, it was cool to have that mindset when America was fake booming. You know, the last, I'd say 30 years, you know, that's all you've seen. That's all you've heard. The narrative of the strong, independent woman in America. But you see, now that those days are over, reality is setting in now.
I am scared to death. I have no pension, no 401k. I have nothing. And when I get on Social Security, which maybe if it's still there in a few years, it's not even enough to pay my mortgage payment, let alone buy food or electricity or anything else there is, right?
Let me just get a quick scripture. I quoted it, but I might as well bring it out. This is 1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 17. Charge them that are rich in this world, that they be not high-minded, nor trust in uncertain riches, but in the living God, who giveth us richly all things to enjoy. You see? So what happened with this lady, like plenty others, plenty other Americans, is they became high-minded. Again, they drank the Kool-Aid, the Babylon juice. Okay? At some point, they were making good money. They had their hands in a bunch of different ventures, a bunch of different endeavors. And, when it was going good, they got prideful, head in the clouds. But again, that way of life, this system is over. A new way of life is being ushered in, not only to America, but the entire world. It's just that America's going to have the most birth pains. See? So what? They started trusting in the uncertainty, trusting in that 401k, that pension. Oh, I'm making all this money. I'm doing this, that, and the third. I'll be okay. Again, for them damn women. I don't need a man. What do I need a man for? You see? You've come to find out that two is better than one. See? If the one fall, you don't have somebody to pick you up, roughly paraphrasing. Okay? Two is better than one. And this is why the Apostle Tahar, as well as a lot of other brothers of the Great Millstone, that Isaiah 4:1 spirit has been coming back heavy lately. Because what? This system is going down. People are realizing, shit, it's going to take two. And real soon, you're going to need more than two. See? If you want to stay afloat, you're going to need 3, 4, 5 incomes. So you independent lady, hey, you're going to have to share a man. You're going to be independent while sharing a man interdependently with other women. See? These are the times we coming into. And that man is the one that what? Didn't trust in the uncertain riches, didn't trust in the American dream, didn't drink the Babylon juice, but trusted in Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai. Okay? Who giveth us richly all things to enjoy. You understand? That's the difference. But I'm going to let her cook. I'm going to let her pour her little heart out.
I'm 59 and a half years old, and I have nothing after working my ass off. Why didn't I save? Everything's so fucking expensive. We are taxed on taxed on taxed on taxed. And then I go over to Red Note and I see how the people in China live, and they pay $800 for even law school, and their groceries are cheap and their housing is cheap and they're fucking happy. And they have beautiful cities that look like the future, and our cities are old and broken down with all the taxes we pay that they don't pay. Explain how our country looks like freaking shit, and we're like a third world country. They called us a third world country we're a third world country with a Gucci belt.
And true. I've said that. I've said that in times past. And what she's saying is true. I myself, it's been a little while, but I myself, when I was in the military, I traveled outside of the United States, and I saw how the Middle East, how people in the Middle East were living. And they were ahead of us. They were ahead of the United States even back then. And that was what? That was damn near 20 years ago. See? And they were ahead. Their infrastructure is better than what ours is now, all the way damn near 20 years ago. So I could only imagine what it's like. Again, China, there ain't no homeless people in China, or they try to paint certain pictures of countries, and it's the propaganda machine. They make you think certain countries are living one way when it's really the opposite. When it's really America, that's the new third world country. Okay. Now, I have had the luxury of talking to people that have been in Asia, not just China, but Asia, Thailand, Philippines, Brazil, Africa. And it's nothing like what America would have you to believe. They do that so that you can think that America is just so, opulent. When really America, the American empire, is in a stage of decadence or decay. Like I said, America is behind the rest of the world as far as infrastructure, as far as standard of living, way of life, food, you name it. We can go all day. Education, health. America is cooked, man. Okay? America is cooked. But again, like she said, it's America is a third world country with a Gucci belt. America is a homeless, meth addicted bum with designer clothing on and Balenciagas. That's what America is. You for those that's in the urban area, how you see, your neighborhood crackheads slumped over. That's America, just like draped in designer with Balenciagas on and some little jewelry. That's what America is. Completely cooked. All right. But I'm going to let her go.
And you know what? They're right. We struggle every day. The taxes, we pay taxes on the taxes. They tax our income, and then every time we buy something, they tax that. And then they keep taxing your home continuously, even after it's paid off. And all that money lines the pockets of these fucking billionaires and politicians because they're paid off to let them put poison in our fucking food, to let kids get shot in classrooms. They're going to take away, they're put Elon Musk in charge of government efficiency. Are you fucking kidding? And he wants to take away any programs. Our homelessness population, people shouldn't be homeless. China doesn't have any homeless. They take care of their people. They have beautiful cars that are much better and cheaper than ours. Beautiful homes that are cheaper than ours, much better than ours. And you know what? We struggle to survive while these billionaires become trillionaires. We have billionaire who just bought our fucking country. And there's people that want this and think it's going to be amazing. They split us up on purpose. Absolutely on purpose, because that's how they keep us down and keep us poor and working our asses off, instead of us 99% fighting back against the 1%.
And that's the rhetoric that a lot of people try to spell out. You see, it was all good when your people had your feet on my people's necks. See, that's the thing with you fucking Edomites, right? You want to talk all this, the 99%, we all need to unite against the 1%, Well, where was this sentiment at when you had niggas and Hispanics in hardcore servitude. Where was that at? Now, see, you Edomites, you signed and crying because you didn't get your piece of the pie. Or at one point you had a piece of the pie, but see, because your people are a bunch of goddamn crooks and niggards, you could look that up, your pieces of the pie just kept getting smaller, smaller, and smaller. And before you know it, you looked around and you were on the bottom like us. See? All right? Like us. You got a few niggas that slip through the cracks, but we all know what's up. Predominantly, the ones that built this country are the ones that are still on the bottom. And the ones that benefited from us building this country, predominantly, most of them, they're now on the level of one of us. You see? Shit got real. Because again, they drunk that Babylon juice. So there's not going to be any uniting. The 99%, people are never going to fucking unite. This ain't the, this ain't the Tower of Babel, man. Everybody ain't coming together, man. All right. Finna unite and fight the power. Nah. This country is more divided than ever, and it's going to stay divided. All right. There will be no unification to fight the powers. Nah. The Lord is doing his thing. All right. Yahushua he's not stirring up a spirit of unity. All right. This is the book of Luke, chapter 12, verse 51. Yahushua said, suppose ye that I am come to give peace on earth? I tell you, nay, but rather division. See that? That's what the Messiah said, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. He said he's not coming to bring peace on earth. He's stirring up a spirit of division in the earth. So there will be no unity. No, people are going to be more divided, to the point the elites are going to be divided. They're already divided. And their division is going to get even worse. You Edomites are divided against each other. See? The scriptures tell us what? A house divided shall not stand. All right? So no, the Lord ain't with no unity. Everybody hold hands and fight the power. That ain't what the Lord has in store for America. He's got something way better. And it's happening, man.
Who just want more and more and more and more, because it's never fucking enough with these fucking mansion yachts, okay? They have so much, and they just want more, because they have to be better than the other billionaire while we all fucking struggle. And guess what? I could be on the fucking street one day. I am scared to death and have been for the last 4.5 years since my divorce on how the fuck I'm going to survive.
Since my divorce. See, I told you. You goddamn women. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and land the plane, though. All right? This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 32. Shit. I want to start at. Nah, man, we just jump straight down. Verse 5. This is the book of I gotta hit 1. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 32, verse 1. Behold, a king shall reign in righteousness, and princes shall rule in judgment. And who is that king? Yahushua. All right, Hamashiach, the Messiah. Who are his princes that shall rule in judgment? The elect of the 12 tribes, man. Those are those princes that are going to rule in judgment. That is when the earth will know peace and equity. Verse 2, and a man shall be as a hiding place from the wind, and a covert from the tempest, as rivers of water in a dry place, as the shadow of a great rock, as Salakia, as the shadow of a great rock in a weary land. See, said a man shall be as a hiding place. A man is going to be a covert, okay, from the tempest. But not just any man, a man of the elect, chosen by Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Okay, that's that special man. That's going to be very, very much coveted. You see? She's saying, since I got my divorce. Yeah. It says, and the eyes of them that see shall not be dim, and the ears of them that hear shall hearken. Right. So the elect are going to wake up. Okay. Said, hey, shit, we were once blind, but now we see. The truth shall set us free. Verse 4, the heart also of the rash shall understand knowledge, and the tongue of the stammerers shall be ready to speak plainly. And that's the elect waking up. All right. That's Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai waking the elect up to preach this gospel, to spread this knowledge. Okay. That's Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai putting it in the spirit of his prophets to prophesy. Verse 5, the vile person shall no more be called liberal, nor the sure said to be bountiful. And that's what this lady is sighing and crying about. The vile person, you Edomites, your system, okay? The empire of America, right? You're no more going to be called liberal. You're no more going to be called the land of the free. You will be acknowledged as the home of the slave. Okay? It said, nor the sure said to be bountiful. These politicians, these think tanks, again, these people that fed the lies, you know, those are the sure, all right, or known as scoundrels. Knavery. I think I got that word. No, that's that Luke. We're going to come back to that. But that word sure, when you look it up, I forget the Hebrew word, but it also goes into a knave. A knave is basically a scoundrel, someone who just lies, a liar and a cheat and a thief, you know? That's how America was built. That's how those who were behind America, the coming up of America, they were all knaves, man. Liars, thieves, cheats, you know? But what the lie was, hey, America the beautiful, oh glory, you know? This is where you come to be free and work hard, and you'll make something of yourself. That's a goddamn lie. This lady been working. She been working, and she ain't got shit to show for it. Salty as hell. And it's not just her, it's everybody that trusted in this system. They're all going to be found lacking. It says verse 6, for the vile person will speak villainy, and his heart will work iniquity, to practice hypocrisy, and to utter error against Yahweh, to make empty the soul of the hungry, and he will cause the drink of the thirsty to fail. And that's what Esau has done with this American empire. That's what he's done to all those who believed in this place, man. Okay? He has used up your youth, your energy, your money, and he doesn't give you shit to show for it. What did he do instead? He made it impossible to live on one income. He made it impossible to afford a decent living on one income. Whereas back in the day, they tell you about the 50s, the 60s, a man could graduate from high school, get a job at a factory, and support a whole damn family on one income. They could have a decent ass house, a car. They could afford the groceries. Everything. That's a goddamn pipe dream now, man. Shit, it's people with good jobs that's living paycheck to paycheck, man. You know? That's how expensive shit is now. Now, granted, hey, the American way, everybody's living above their means. Okay? Got to throw that qualifier in there. But shit, even back then, hey, people still had a little bit of cash for some extra. You see, those days are gone now, man. Those days are, hey, man, you can't even get a job the normal way. You used to print your resume, walk into a place of business. Can I speak to the manager? Hey, I heard you guys are hiring. Here's my resume. Hey, we'll be in contact. Shit, just recently, shit, hey, you used to could get a job on Craigslist, man. That shit over with. Over with. You got people sending out thousands of resumes to thousands of jobs and not getting a call back. It's really who you know at this point. You gotta damn near know somebody to get on nowadays, man. It's crazy. It says, verse 7, the instruments of the sure are evil. Right, they're schemes. Okay? They're schemes. Your banking system is wicked. Your insurance, your health insurance, your medical is a fucking scam. She would go into it later on. I ain't even gonna play it, but you go to the damn dentist just to get like a tooth pulled or a basic procedure. They want thousands of dollars, man. It's fucking criminal. Whereas other countries, she spoke about China, hey man, they got free Medicare. They got free health care. I believe it's free for all adults over 18. Other countries, it's free health care, man. America, man, hey, you go get a prescription, or say you actually need medicine, or you need a certain procedure, a certain surgery. They want tens of thousands of dollars, man, to save your life. That shit is wicked, man. They poison the food. They make a trip to the doctor office ridiculously expensive, unaffordable. So it's really a lose-lose. All that shit is designed by Esau, Edom, the wicked. They set this system up by design, man. Verse 7 again, the instruments of the sure are evil. He deviseth wicked devices to destroy the poor with lying words, even when the needy speaketh right? So what, for the last 10, 20 years, what have they been saying? We're going to lower taxes, give you affordable health care. We're going to tax the rich and make life better and bring down the cost of living. They've done the exact fucking opposite. And when you speak out against it, when you reveal who's really behind it, small hats, now they want to lock you up. Now they want to accuse you of anti-semantics. Now they want to censor your free speech. You see? This man's the goddamn devil. Continuing on, Isaiah 32:8. But the liberal deviseth liberal things, and by liberal things shall he stand. See? It says, verse 9, rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters, give ear unto my speech. And the apostle Tahar, the elder apostle Tahar, he went back in this. And it is, when you really look at it, it's not just talking about women. It's talking about you women, but it's not just talking about women. It's talking about you Americans. It makes sense now. You feel me? When I first heard it, I was like, huh? I scratched my head. But no, it makes sense now. That's really talking about you Americans, man. Okay? They've been at ease. They've been careless. At ease. It's not just you damn women. It's Americans, period. Shit, 2/3 of Jake, hey man, they still don't know what the hell going on, man. 2/3 of Jake doesn't realize life is changing. The world is about to go through a significant change in a very short amount of time. And they're going to get left behind. They're going to fall right into the net of the wicked. They want you on welfare. They want you on low income housing. So they can segue you right into a universal basic income. And when they get ready to pull the trigger on that, hey, you want to be taken care of, you're going to have to take this digital implant. End game. You either take this digital implant or you will be ostracized from society. You will be on the streets, poor with no resources. That's what they want. That's the end game. Okay? It says, verse 10, many days and years shall you be troubled, ye careless women, for the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come. See? And this is this lady sighing and crying because this is a part of the vintage failing. This place is through. Now is the birth pains. You see? Now have the chickens come home to roost now. Now, hey, it's more evident than ever that shit, this American dream is one big fucking lie. You've awoke to a nightmare. It's like when Neo got unplugged from the Matrix. He saw how he was living. He was in that cubicle. He finally saw the truth, and it was ugly. He couldn't take it. Seen it was all bullshit. That's why I forget dude's name, but he said, man, hey, man, I want to go back into the Matrix, man. I don't want to remember nothing. I want to be rich, and I don't want to remember nothing. Ignorance is bliss. But people are no longer they don't have the option to be ignorant anymore. Life is lifing to the point they don't have the option to be ignorant anymore. They have to face reality. And it's to bit them in the ass. It says, verse 11, tremble, ye women that are at ease, be troubled, ye careless ones. Strip you, make you bare, gird sackcloth upon your loins. They shall lament for the teats, for the pleasant fields, for the fruitful vine. The good old days. You know, they're going to lament for those. They like, man, I wish it was like the good old days when I could afford to live, when I had a little extra after my paycheck, when food wasn't so expensive, when housing and cars wasn't so expensive, when I can enjoy entertainment, I can enjoy bread and circus, the folly. That's what people are going to be crying for. But those things ain't finna come. All that shit is shut down, man. And many days and years, hey, these Americans are about to be troubled out here. But the men of the Lord are going to be straight. Okay? I think I'm going to end it with this Luke 21. This is the book of Luke, chapter 21, verse 25. All right, and these are the signs of the end. It says, and there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon and in the stars. See, and what do you see out, man? You see blood moons, eclipses. You had an alignment of the planets just last month. Okay, those are the signs in the heavens, man. All right, it says, and upon the earth, distress of nations with perplexity. See that? Distress of nations with perplexity. Let's look up that word perplexity. Because as you can see from this video, this lady was distressed. She won't be the only one. It's chiefly going to weigh on you Americans, but the whole world is about to feel that. Don't get it twisted. China and everybody outside the U.S., hey, it looks sweet, but hey, they are about to get hit with reality too. All right. Because shit, they're already Klaus Schwab, I believe it was Klaus Schwab, or it might have been another devil. They said that China is the blueprint for how they want the rest of the world. China has a social credit score. Hey man, China is very much draconian. All right. So it looked like it's sweet, but them people ain't free, man. They are in a digital prison over there. And that's how they want the rest of the world to be, a big fucking digital prison planet. All right. And it's around the corner. But this is the word for perplexity. Aporia. All right. So when the state of one who is in perplexity, but when you click on this root word, it says to be without resources, to be in straits. What are straits? Places of difficulty. All right. Stuck between a rock and a hard place, so to speak. It says to be left wanting or lacking, to be embarrassed. Ain't that lady embarrassed? To be in doubt. Ain't she in doubt like most Americans? Not to know which way to turn. See? That's going to be the state. That's what Yahweh Shai said. He said, this is how the world is going to be. You're going to see signs in the heavens, sun, the moon, and stars. And people are going to be in distress of nations with perplexity. So people are going to be lacking. They're going to be without resources, and they're not going to know which way to turn. And that confusion is going to cause anger, and that anger is going to cause people to crash the fuck out, man. Okay? Especially, chiefly Americans, because what? Americans got hella guns. And that's going to bring about what? The sedition. That's going to bring about what? Jacob's trouble. In fact, I'm going to end it with the sedition. That's going to bring about the second Ezra, the 15th, 16th chapter, man. This is second Ezra chapter 15. I'll start at 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses destroyed, and man shall be afraid. See that? It says, a man shall have, this is what's coming, man. This is how it starts. People are going to be pissed off when they don't have anything. Gerald Salente said it. Hey, man, when people have nothing to lose, they lose it. They lose it. This is the beginning stages of that, of what I'm reading. 2nd Ezra 15 and 19. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. See? And this is where we headed, and it won't take long. Hope this was edifying. All praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rechah HaKodash, Shalom, and Abba Ball.